So in this problem here, we are asked, talking about economics thing, a supply function which relates the quantity Q that a manufacturer is willing to supply for a particular price per unit P. Okay, and to make a long story short, I know that A1 here, this value, this area here, is equal to the producer surplus. And we want to find an expression for A1 in terms of A. We also want to, this blue region here, this A2 region, that's the revenue needed. And so we're going to have to find an expression in terms of A for both of those. And in order to do that, the first thing we have to recognize is that I have a rectangle here. And at this coordinate point, the x value is A. And the y value using this is going to, well, it's P, but it's more specifically, it's half ln A plus 1. Because at A, this is the value for the coordinate point. And so now I want to think about that this rectangle is equal to A1 plus A2, which I know is equal to this distance of A times this distance of half ln A plus 1. So that's going to be A times 1/2 ln, 1/2 ln A plus 1. And so if I consider that now, if I can find, I know that A1 then is going to be equal to A over 2 ln A plus 1 subtract A2. And so my task really now is to find A2. So let's abandon that for a moment and think about A2. In order to find A2, what I know is that this is the area bounded by this curve, the x-axis, and A. So that's an integral where I'm going to go from 0 to A of 1/2 ln Q plus 1 dq, because Q is my variable. That's the integral for this scenario here. So now, if I actually take this integral, the 1/2 I'm going to pull out, if this is my derivative, I want to go the other direction. Finding this particular integral, actually, you don't know how to do. So this question, I like the idea of the question, but this integral you don't know how to do. You have to do a thing called integration by parts. And so this is why you are stuck, I'm guessing. But when you do it, you end up with A plus 1 times ln A plus 1 minus A, when you use the A and the 0. And so that's where I think your trouble is. So in doing so we have, the premise of this question is good, but you can't do this integral. And so then to find A1, you're just going to take this value, subtract that. And so we'd know both those in terms of A, but I'm going to just stop there. And then the finally last part, to do that problem, what you have to recognize is that A1 is equal to 1.5 A2 because it's at least 50%. Okay, and so then you take the values that you would have gotten here if you were correct, and then you find when it will be a maximum of some kind. You can graph that and see what you want. You want only possible integer solutions for it.